Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I think we all knew this one was coming. I mean, come on. I feel like Paul Davids needs to know what he's doing when he posts titles like this. This is a guaranteed sore hands reaction video right here, and God, you know, it just feels so freaking good to have somebody with millions of subscribers finally say it. Everyone needs a nylon string guitar. You might read that, and you might think like, well, what if you play with carbon strings? What if you play with gut strings if you're one of those weirdos? You don't have enough animal products in your diet, you have to kill animals to make music too, you freaking psychos? Sorry, that's neither here or there. I personally am all for disemboweling animals and turning their organs into strings. I actually think it's a good thing. It's what our ancestors did. It's fine. That being said, I do use carbon strings, which instead of killing an animal to make, I kill an animal after I rip them off my guitar every month, and a turtle eats them or something. I think the point with what I'm making here is that there's no winning no matter what you do, so don't worry about it. We are about to hear the good word of the nylon string guitar preached by Dominic Miller, who, let's go ahead and like talk about him a little bit. Dominic Miller is a guitarist. Well, that's good to hear. He is apparently close friends with Rick Beato, age 65. Hey, they're in the same geezer club. If you've been familiar with popular music for the last, like, 40 years or whatever, you've probably heard of him. He's worked with Sting, all those guys. We all know and love Dominic Miller, and I actually have a special connection with Dominic Miller. I was gonna maybe wait to bring this out, but when I saw his name, I was like, I feel like I recognize that from somewhere, and I have something that is really special. Let me show you. Oh man, this is it. This is like such a freaking awesome way to start this thing off. In April of 2025, I was actually emailed by Dominic Miller. And Dominic, I'm sorry if you wanted this email to be private. I'm gonna read it to everyone right now. But obviously, if anybody ever emails me something like that seems private, I won't share it, but this is fine. So from Dominic, he actually wrote me. He said, "Hello, Cameron. Guitarist Dominic Miller here. Freaking awesome way to start it off. Guitarist Cameron here, the receiver of this. I like your channel." He didn't say love. Just like, that's fine. I like your music. Entertaining, funny, and like your playing. Again, he doesn't love my playing. I'm not that good yet. Bravo! And I agree with most of your point of views. I hope we meet one day. Best, Dominic, sent from my iPhone. He just cranked that one out on the toilet, perhaps. But man, what a special thing that is. So whatever I end up saying here, I just want all of you to remember that at least one point in time, specifically April of 2025, Dominic Miller liked my channel so much that he wanted to reach out to me. That's freaking crazy. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. And actually first, let me go ahead and introduce myself. Sorry. Why do I care about this stuff so much? Because I am a classical guitarist here on YouTube. And what does it mean to be a classical guitarist? It means that you just get so excited to see anybody adjacent to popular music playing a nylon string and preaching it and making it kind of the thing that they do. What a beautiful thing that is. And you know what? There's a lot of people like Dominic. I make fun of Tim Henson a lot. He's brought the nylon string sort of to the forefront, even making new nylon string models. Looks like Dominic might have his own nylon string model here. That's a Blanco guitar right there. That's a guitar that you can snort cocaine off of. It's like Scarface's guitar. Look at that thing. That's actually the secret to getting a super fast Reststroke. Snort cocaine off your guitar. That is a sore hands approved message right there. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into what this video has to offer. Shall we?
Nylon string guitar finds its way into pop.
Yeah, dude. Sorry, I paused it 1 second in. Oh, you know what? I got a wonderful email recently. Let me actually go ahead and get that out. So this was very graciously sent by a Cash Liar. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. And you made a sore hands bingo card for me. Wow. Look at that. So I'm going to show this full screen right now. Go ahead and take a screenshot of it. We're going to play sore hands bingo for this one, and I'm going to be playing it too. We have the I am a classical guitarist. That's just a free space, and I did say that too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, I already did that. Oh man, this might be easier than I thought. Acoustic steel string? I don't know what that means. Just like, just saying acoustic steel string? I mean, we haven't really said that yet. Self-taught banter, air quotes, and title? I don't know that one yet. Exactly the same. We'll see if we get there. Special spicy one. Alright, we got that. Messes with button? Hey, I'm not wearing my jacket today, so that's not gonna work. Email me for guitar lessons. I won't be saying that. Rick Beato mentioned. Oh, we saw Rick Beato. We gotta do that. Alright, so that's where we're at.
Apoyando means literally leaning into the string, so you're going same technique that a bass.
Whoa, dude. Apoy what now? I wonder how many of Paul's viewers have now finally heard that word for the first time. That's kind of cool. By the way, if you don't know what that is, it's just Reststroke. That's it. People will just call it that sometimes to gatekeep the commoners out of classical guitar technique. It's reststroke. And if you don't know what reststroke is, then you are not a classical guitarist. And, I'm sorry.
Player would use. I think it's the greatest riff ever written. Some people would...
What, Master of Puppets? Crazy Train? What's the greatest riff ever written? Post in the comments. Kind of has some Crazy Train vibes in there. Hey, whoa, Tommy Emmanuel has CGP on his guitar. What do you think DM stands for? Post in the comments.
Dominic Miller. I'm always inspired when I hear you play.
Oh, thank you.
It's not only your wonderful playing and your wonderful arrangements, but it's the nylon string.
I'm the nylon guy.
You are the nylon guy. That's why I called you.
Hey, what gives? I thought I was the nylon guy. No, that's okay, because there really is a difference between what we're doing here. He is playing a nylon string guitar and mainly making like pop arrangements, at least as far as I can tell. And if not pop arrangements, I think I saw something in here like the South American sound. So I don't take offense to him being the nylon guy, because we play the same instrument, but the music we play is very different, because I play old, crusty music written by old, crusty, dead people, which we can call that classical music. We can call that solo concert music for the classical guitar, whatever you want to call it. It is different, though.
I don't have a nylon string guitar.
That's freaking horrible, dude. You don't have a nylon string guitar. What, are there not enough of them in the world to where you could find one? How many are there? Like billions? Couldn't even get one? Just go to a pawn shop, bro.
Well, this is
in my
a
house.
Travesty. How could you
Thank you, Dominic. It is a travesty.
not have it? Look at all these guitars you have here.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, and they all sound exactly the same. Why do you have so many of the exact same guitar? It makes no sense. I bet these guitars are expensive too. Sell all of them, accumulate like, I don't know, $8,000 or $10,000, and then you can buy one like decent classical guitar with that money. Exactly the same. Go ahead and mark that, everybody. Also, your A finger has a nail, but no nails on the other ones. That's interesting. I wonder why that is, and why A out of all of them. I wonder if he has a thumbnail. We'll see that.
It pulls the heartstrings, and it's a much warmer sound. I mean, it's really it's the sound of South America, of Latin America. I was born in Argentina, and in every household in South America, Argentina particularly, there's a nylon string guitar. So it's the folk music of South America. I love steel string guitar, but I just let's play together with steel string and nylon. See what that sounds like.
Do it?
But I think they sound great together. You know, this is the things that people should try out.
Uh-oh, we're just jamming now. Oh gosh, should I play along with you guys? I don't...
Very nice, man.
Yeah.
Do you know it's great when you have nylon string and steel string guitar? I remember when I...
Really? I thought it was great when you had nylon string and nylon string guitar. Whoa, all right.
was growing up, which I'm still trying to do. But I remember I went to a gig with John McLaughlin, Aldemiola, and Paco De Lucia.
Okay, all right. You're just playing some bar gig or something? That's quite the lineup.
This was an incredible gig, a life-changing gig. It was Paco De Lucia who was playing the nylon string guitar, who's a well-known flamenco guitarist. I mean, kind of the GOAT.
That's what I've been told a lot. Yeah. I've seen him play.
Some people would say even that he's the greatest.
He has no idea who he's talking about.
Some people would say even that he's the greatest guitar player, period. Ever, which is a huge statement, because you got Hendrix and everybody else. But I love...
Dude, Hendrix does not hold a candle to Paco. Not at all. I don't know, what's my opinion on that? Paco, the greatest guitarist ever? There are some things that Paco does that he probably is like the best at. When it comes to like flamenco jamming and just sheer speed and power from his reststroke, when you hear that, you know that it's Paco. And I think there's similar mastery when you listen to like David Russell playing a fugue or something like that. I don't know if David Russell's reststroke could keep up with Paco. Probably not. I imagine like most nobody's Reststroke could keep up with that, or at least with the same like power, like the equivalent Reststroke, you know. But when it comes to technical faculties on the guitar, both of those people I mentioned probably are the best in some way, in some aspect. But then when it comes to comparing Jimi Hendrix to stuff like that, obviously I don't think he has like anywhere near the technical faculties, but he's got something. Clearly, people liked it. I guess music maybe isn't all about just your technique. It's also something in here, you know? What I want you to get from that is that I think Jimi Hendrix sucks at guitar.
And I remember John McLaughlin was playing steel string, and so was Al Di Meola.
Yeah.
But is that blend of the nylon and the steel string together
Works
is really, really good.
well, yeah.
And that sounded nice.
This too, I try to adapt my playing a little bit to your timbre, a little bit mellow sound, but it's
it's a very soft sound, and it depends a lot about how you attack the strings, you know, because there's two kind of techniques. There's the pulling you can pull the string like this, or you can go apoyando, which is going inside the string, which is
I don't know if we ever really want to do that pulling technique. I mean, at least for like classical technique, as I've learned it, pulling is just a no-no. Because the problem with that is that you're actually whipping the string back into the fretboard, and you get this like sound that is just not appropriate for stuff that you'd usually play on a nylon string guitar. Maybe if you're playing some like funk, like maybe you'll want that kind of sound, but you know, it just sounds like terrible, right? Even when I freestroke, I'm still pushing the string in. Instead of landing my finger on the next string, I'm just bringing it into the palm of my hand, though. So this is freestroke versus rest. And again, my nails are way shorter than I'm used to, so I can't fully show off everything. I'm just full of excuses. Also, a side note, what's cool about pushing the string into the guitar always is that there's no actual amount of pressure you could put on the string that'll make it slap into the guitar because of physics. Like when you push down, you can't go further than touching the fret, and as long as you're starting there, it's never going to go back to the fret, but you can still get this super powerful sound. So I'm touching the fret all the way there, and as you can see, slap. So even with a free stroke, you can get very loud, always just pushing. Again, there might be musical situations where you do want to pull the string if you want that slappy sound. Nothing that I play, though. You would never do that.
I think it's a different sound. So going in...
Yeah, and you know, Reststroke is just such a solid sound on the guitar, isn't it?
See, if you're just kind of pulling it like this, is a different sound.
yes.
It's less impactful.
That's the more traditional Western playing style. I see, like when you would say finger picking on a steel string, that would be tirando, right?
Tirando, pulling.
Yeah, I don't even freaking know what that means. More like Tidon, no, I don't know what you're talking about. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are my ears hearing right now? What is this?
That is tirando.
All right, let's talk more about the classical guitar now.
We're pulling on the string.
Yeah.
We're using our nails as well, though, right then.
Are you pulling on the strings when you play that? Let's like really look at that, because I don't think you're doing as much pulling as you think you might be doing. Because again, like that's a surefire way to just get like a bad tone, pulling the strings. Yeah, it looks like you're kind of doing that. You would really clearly see pulling if your knuckles were actually raising like this, because that is the pulling motion. Doing that, but if your knuckles are going in like this, I don't think there's any way. If anything, I'm seeing his middle knuckles staying stationary and they're pulling in like that, because they would have to raise if you're pulling. So I don't know, I think you're still playing with that pushing technique, because again, it would sound bad if it didn't, you know?
That is tirando.
I think we're just seeing free strokes there, still pushing the string in.
We're pulling on the string.
Yeah.
We're using our nails as well, though, right then.
Yeah, but this is another interesting point, you know, because you talk about nails or picks. The best sound, I think, for a nylon string guitar or any guitar is without nails.
Yes, okay.
It's the flesh. which was the traditional way of playing classical guitar originally. They played with flesh, they didn't use nails. They only started using nails to when they did bigger concert halls, to project. Same way that singers started using vibrato more, or, like just to project. And if you use a pick.
So, I mean, some stuff in there, like the traditional way of playing guitar. And by the way, I've been corrected a lot on saying this stuff. So if I say anything wrong, feel free to leave some comments about why I'm wrong with what I'm saying. But I'm pretty sure since the dawn of guitar, there's sort of been two camps of nails or no nails. And you guys love bringing up Fernando Sor didn't play with nails, so why do you play with nails? I play with nails because it's just typical to do that in our day and age. Like, if you're going to be doing a competition, you're going to show up with nails. You're not coming in there with no nails, because you just don't do that. It's just how it is. That's why I do it. Maybe when I don't care to do stuff like that and I kind of just go my own way and truly do like whatever, I will maybe cut my nails and I don't know. But I don't really see doing that because I enjoy how nails sound more than flesh, because I think with the nails, first, you can play faster, you have more control over the sound. With my nails being so short right now, I find it really hard to control my Reststroke. Sometimes some of them sound thin, some of them sound good. I'm sure that'll just come with practice, but I'm not going to have short nails long enough to practice that. But Sor didn't play with nails. Okay. Well, alongside him, which I think, let me actually look up when Aquado was born. Aquado did play with nails, famously. And he was born in 1784. Yes, alright, so they're literally 4 years apart, and one of them played with nails and one of them played without nails. Also, is this a freaking, like, AI-made Fernando Sor on Etsy? That ain't no painting of Sor I've ever seen. That's crazy. Don't buy that. And the kind of guitars that these people played, these are pretty early. This is sort of like predecessor to the modern guitar that we have now. And even they were using nails sometimes. Some of them use nails. So I don't know if it was traditional to not use nails, because like I said, there were people that did both. Certainly the predecessor of the guitar that they were playing, which is the lute, you definitely wouldn't use nails for that. So that's what I got for you. All right.
Or nails, it's going to be louder, of course. But I like the softness of the flesh, and it's a different kind of curve. The sound has a different curve. If you were to look at it on a screen, it would have a different attack.
Yes.
And it's a much smoother sound, I think.
Man, I feel bad pausing it so much, but I have so much to just add to this. So that's like a big thing, right? Playing with nails is louder, obviously. Well, there's been some like independent research done, particularly from Brandon Aker. He has a video where he's actually comparing nail versus no nail volume, where he's measuring the decibels, I'm pretty sure. I haven't actually seen the video, he just told me about it in one of our lessons. And he found that it was the same volume regardless of nails or no nails. That's well and good. Fine, fair enough. But what Dominic is saying is that nails and no nails inherently have a different sound, and I think what we're hearing there is more high-end in the nail versus a more mellow sound when we play without nails, just using the flesh. Even if the decibels are the same, the frequencies that you're hearing in the sound produced can make it feel like it's louder, because some frequencies, even at the same decibel, are going to sound louder or quieter to us. For example, a super low note, like let's say around like 30 or 50 hertz or so, I'm just like kind of pulling these numbers out, but that's like towards the lower end of what you can hear, is going to be quieter because your eardrum is only so big and can only capture so much of such a large waveform. And then also, if you have something like near 18,000 hertz, something super small, super tight waveform, the hair in front of my ear will literally block a lot of those sounds, because it's like once you're approaching a waveform that's the size or thickness of a hair, it's going to be obstructed by the hair. So the frequencies that sound loudest to us are the frequencies that are about the same size as our actual ear canal. Those are the loudest ones. That's why when you have like a frequency sweeper and you can actually hear all the frequencies, it's going to sound like it's getting louder and louder and louder and then quieter, even though you're not turning the volume up on your phone at all. And I think that is probably the most important aspect of being a listener of music, because I don't care what the decibel reader says. I care what feels louder to me. And I think playing with nails certainly feels louder.
So tirando is that?
Tirando, yeah.
Which is actually similar to the lute technique. Lute players, They do the same sort of technique. They pull, but
Yeah, like, is that true? I mean, I don't know anything about lute technique. Do they pull on it? I feel like when I'm watching someone play lute, they're not pulling. And we were already talking about him. Let's see Brandon Aker playing some lute.
One of the great challenges in this world is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right, but not enough about the subject to know you're wrong.
Oh, dude, it's like he's speaking right to me. So we have our friend Brandon here playing a lute, and I'm going to be looking at his fingers to see which direction they're moving. And if he's pulling the strings up, we're going to see, again, like movement like this versus pushing down like that. So let's see. To me, it really looks like he's tapping like that, and there's no bouncing like this to actually pull the string. So I don't know. It doesn't like. This is one example of a lutist technique. We can look at more. I don't know. I'm not seeing any plucking personally. Let's maybe look at one more. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Evangelina Mascardi. Whoa. Friend of the channel. Let's see. Oh. Oh, there's actually a bit more plucking movement in this technique. Oh yeah, very clear plucking. Wow, alright, well, so this is another thing you guys like bringing up too. I'm trying to expose you all to a bunch of stuff, and I will say what I think is right, and now we're checking, and now we're seeing like, well, it's kind of a mixed bag, isn't it? I guess some people do pluck, some people don't. I didn't know that, but... You have to be a freaking basketball player to get your hand around all these strings. My God. Look at that reach right there. I'm resisting the lute. I never want to be somebody who plays the lute because it just completely defeats the purpose of why I'm playing guitar in the first place. It's to look cool. So we are watching this right now, but I assure you that this is not my future. I'd rather go into flamenco than lute. Okay. That's saying a lot. Also, very interesting technique with planting what looks like, is that the pinky planted, or is it... Okay, yeah, it's the pinky. I've been doing something similar with my playing, too. Where I've been keeping my ring finger planted on the first string, and I'll either be doing that or keeping my thumb planted. And I find that in performance situations, the shakiness in my right hand goes away when just something is planted down. Interesting stuff. Looking like Jack Skellington over here. Classy move. Alright, let's get to the fugue. We doing? Okay. Wow, I've been recording for an hour already, which is my cue to like stop with this video. So I'm gonna do that. If you guys want me to continue this interview, I will. I feel like we kind of covered a lot of the early on just nylon string technique, all that stuff. So, you know, we did pretty good here. Well, you know, that's fun. It's always nice seeing Dominic, and it's cool that he reached out to me so early on and seemed to enjoy the show. Hopefully, if you see this one, you like it, and I didn't offend you or anything like that, but it seems like you have a sense of humor, so I don't think I did. Alright, we're done with this video. The video is over. I'm just going to talk to you for a little bit. It has been such a busy week with my master's degree. It's going to be a lot more work this semester, so we'll see. I've fallen behind a little bit with videos, so I'm posting like every other day. Barely holding on. Sorry if I seem like a little tired in this one. I am a little tired. But, you know, like all in all, it's been good. It's been fun work. Been practicing a lot too. I'm looking forward to making another practice log, particularly on that fugue that we were just listening to, that kind of hijacked this video. Yeah, but hope you're doing well. Hope you're practicing your guitar and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up here. Of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Hey, want some guitar lessons? I ain't offering them, but I know people who are, so if you want that, just email me and I can hook you up. Ruin's Delight. There's no sale right now, but there will be soon. Is there anything else to talk about before we end this one? I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next one.